Hey, welcome back to the Kansas Flamingo Chef, and today I'm going to show you how I make chicken kababs. Hey, as we get started today, I've already cut up most of my vegetables and my chicken. Now I'm going to use chicken thighs, boneless chicken thighs. You can buy them frozen, skinless, boneless. And all I'm doing is cutting the fat off of them and just making little portions of chicken so it looks something like this. Now I'm going to set these aside in a bowl and we're going to flavor and marinate them. In the meantime, I have cut up a bunch of vegetables. So in this bowl, we've got red and green peppers. I've got some yellow squash. I've got a little bit of zucchini. I've got some baby bella mushrooms, which are just portobellos that are smaller. Then I'm also going to cut up some garden fresh tomatoes, and I'm going to blanch some very small potatoes from the Little Potato Company and put those on the skewers as well. But let's start with marinating the meat. Okay, for our meat marinade, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the juice of a lemon. I'm going to use some Cavender's Greek seasoning. Still waiting on the phone call from Cavender's, by the way. Some Lee and Perrin's Worcestershire sauce. Let me say that word again, Worcestershire. Soy sauce, I've got the cheap kind here from Kroger. A little salt and pepper. Some hot sauce, I'm going to use Tabasco today. And some parsley. So we're going to start by juicing a lemon. You only probably need about a half of a lemon this big. And again, this time when you're juicing the lemon, you don't need to worry about the seeds because we're going to pull the meat out of here anyway. It's not like we're going to cook the seeds into it. I'm going to go ahead and use the whole lemon because I already cut it. Okay. We're going to add a little Worcestershire. Doesn't take very much. Might be more than some people like, but I happen to really like Worcestershire. Some soy sauce. Soy is going to be the base of this, so a little heavy on the soy sauce is okay. A little parsley. Some Greek seasoning. You could also add a little garlic to this if you wanted to. A little bit of hot sauce, it doesn't require very much. And then a little salt. And last but not least, a little pepper. Alright, so at this point, all you're going to do is just mix this together. And let the chicken soak up some of the oils that are in that marinade. That's really all it needs. Now, if you want to add some other things to it, that's fine, but honestly, you really don't need anything else. Alright, so set this off to the side. We're going to blanch some potatoes, and we'll prepare the... Alright, so as far as blanching potatoes goes, these are, this is a big bag of them from Sam's, but this is from the Little Potato Company. If you've never seen these before, you can get them at most health food stores and a lot of grocery stores. They're just little potatoes. That's all it is, and they're really good. You can use them for a lot of things. But I'm going to put maybe a dozen of them in this water and just let them blanch. And there's two different kinds of potatoes in here. There's reds and goldens. So don't be picky. Just throw some in there. Enough to fill the bottom of the pan. That'll work. Meanwhile, we're going to cut up these tomatoes and put them into our vegetables as well. Alright, while the potatoes blanch and our meat is marinating, we're going to add some of the Cavender's to the vegetables over here. Give them a little flavor. And just a little bit of salt. and a little bit of pepper. You can add some lemon juice if you wanted to. I'm not going to. I think there's enough in the meat. But you don't want them just completely empty. And then just kind of toss them around so that the seasoning gets on everything. You can also add a little parsley here since you put parsley on the other side, but don't start adding things to this that aren't in the meat. Okay, so the potatoes have been boiling now for about 8 minutes. Long enough to soften them up, but not to boil them all the way through. I'm going to go ahead and take them off the heat, and I'm going to cut them in halves and throw them in with the other vegetables. I've also started up my pellet grill and getting it heated up to 350, and the meat has soaked up most of those juices from the marinade. So let's go ahead and cut the potatoes in half, throw them in here with the veggies, and then we'll start putting them on the skewer. Personally, what I like to do is take the marinated meat, dump it in here with the vegetables, and then I'll put my skewers back into this bowl to take to the grill. Okay, so our skewers are done. They're ready to go on the grill. Now, one thing I recommend is you spray a little bit of non-stick cooking spray over these because they will have a tendency with all of those vegetables to get stuck to your grill. Okay, so here we are out at the grill. It is currently at 360 degrees. Got a little hotter than I planned. That's okay. 350 to 400 is fine. If you're on a gas grill, please try to keep it under 500 or you're gonna have some problems. All right, so as we open it up, all I want to do is just set these on across the grates. Now we're just going to let these cook until the chicken is done. That's really all there is to it. If you're cooking on a gas grill, you're going to need to turn these over about every 10 minutes. Okay, so they've been on there about 15 minutes. They're getting close to being done. I'm having a beer while I grill. You know, it's coming to the end of summer, and you've got to get outside and enjoy this beautiful weather that's going on. And what a perfect way to do it, by using your grill and grilling. My oldest is on his way over here shortly, so we're going to enjoy these kababs together. And I want to show you what they look like right now. So they're getting real close to being done. And we'll just pick one of these up so you can see here. You can see the chicken is, I don't want to grab that metal because that'll be really hot. The biggest thing we want to make sure is getting done is all of these vegetables and the chicken. The chicken will actually cook pretty quickly because of the vegetables. But you got to get the vegetables done too. So at this point, what I'm going to do is just kind of move them around a little bit. Make sure they're not sticking. See what the condition looks like, if there's anything that I need to make changes to. I really don't see anything that needs to change. So we're just going to leave them alone for about another 10 to 15 minutes. All right, so we're at 30 minutes. It's happy time. It's time to take this stuff off the grill. So I'm not going to put them back in a bowl. I've got a big cast iron serving platter here. I'm just going to set those on here hot. If you want them to sizzle as you serve them, put this on a flat grill, let it warm up real good and put some oil on it, but I'm not doing that. It's just the two of us. All right. Now, from that angle, you probably can't tell, but let's see if we can zoom in for you. Those are done. Sorry about the camera work. Those are done. So all I'm going to do is just take them straight off the grill. Now, you could serve these on the skewer, but I like to push everything off the skewer into a serving container or onto a serving platter like this. That way people can pick what parts they want and what parts they don't. So we're going to take them off the grill, as we just did, and take them inside pull everything off and get ready to eat. And I'll show you.
So all I'm going to do is just push them right off the skewer onto this platter. Let everybody pick what they want to eat. As far as sauces, you can do pretty much anything you want. Chicken gravy, you could barbecue sauces, whatever speaks to you. Some of you probably seen me talk about this stuff before. You should check out their website. This is Chili Slinger Barbecue Fatilli Mustard. I mean, I just love this stuff. Absolutely love it. It's made here locally, and it is incredible. So just look up chilislinger.com. I'll show you the website. Okay. Now, my son is a hot sauce fanatic, so I wanted to give him a little something different this evening. I really like this stuff. Believe it or not, this is from Kroger Private Selection, not from the local hot sauce place. But this is Mango Scotch Bonnet hot sauce. Now, in coming episodes, a good friend of mine actually owns a hot sauce place, and we're going to try to work something out so we can do something there, and also show you some of his sauces, hopefully when this COVID-19 mask mess is over. So let's just get these off the skewers. There's no right or wrong way to do this. If they'll pull straight off, go ahead and do it. If not, just start pulling them off the skewer. If you want to serve it on the skewer, you can. I mean, personal preference. I just like it all here so you can pick what you want to eat. Especially if my son's girlfriend comes over, because she's a very picky eater. So there is a mountain of food ready to consume.